What is school readiness? School readiness involves more than just children. In the broadest sense, school readiness is about children, families, early environment, schools, and communities. Children are not innately ready or not ready for school. Their skills and development are strongly influenced by their families and through early experiences in their communities before coming to school. Why is school readiness important? The authors of the National Conference of State Legislators Technical Report, State Approaches to School Readiness Assessment, assert that children who enter kindergarten ready to meet its academic, social, and emotional demands are more likely to achieve later academic and life success. The ready child has the skills, knowledge, and attitudes necessary for success in primary school, later learning, and life. Physical, cognitive, social, and emotional development are essential ingredients of school readiness. A family that is ready for their child to start school supports their child's learning by preparing for kindergarten, which includes reading with their child and preparing to establish as well as maintain a positive home-to-school connection. A family can encourage pre-literacy skills including speaking, listening, and thinking. For example, read aloud captions associated with pictures in newspapers and magazines, and ask describing questions such as, "What do you see?" Also, when asking a child to name an object, such as a football, and the child responds with "ball," encourage the child to be more specific by pointing to the football and saying, "This is a brown football." A ready family also teaches routines, such as regular meal times and bedtimes, to prepare their child for a smooth transition to kindergarten. A ready family reads daily to their child. Reading together improves a child's vocabulary and oral language skills, which are important for learning to read. Reading together also promotes a love of books. Because children learn most from books when they are actively involved, dialogic reading is an effective way to read to young children. Oftentimes, an adult will read aloud while a child listens. With dialogic reading, the adult helps the child become the storyteller, while the adult becomes the listener, questioner, and audience for the child. For example, ask predictive questions such as, "What do you think will happen next?" A ready family supports learning at home by providing a positive, literacy-rich environment that includes books, alphabet letters, and puzzles, as well as opportunities to practice skills that were taught in school. Labeling objects in the home provides reinforcement for the practice of identifying labeled items in the classroom. Engaging in singing and rhyming activities in the home promotes language development and reinforces skills taught in the classroom. A ready family stays connected to school by volunteering. Volunteer activities are often available for completion in the convenience of a home setting. For example, a classroom teacher may need help with assembling items such as reading activity packs. The classroom teacher can send all of the required components home with the child for assembly by the family member in the home setting. Assembled activity packs can then be returned to the classroom teacher for distribution to all families. A community that is ready to support its children ensures access to health care, provides quality childcare and early education, and invests in resources for families. A ready community helps ensure that children have access to health care, including immunizations and nutrition. Meeting these basic needs supports student learning and increases school attendance. A ready community helps ensure that families have access to quality childcare and early education. A quality early education program supports a child's development physically, cognitively, socially, and emotionally, in language and literacy, and in thinking skills. Many factors affect a child's school readiness, including poverty, homelessness, exposure to trauma, as well as others. A ready community provides access to supports in these areas, and invests in resources and activities that support families and promote school readiness. For example, by supporting high-quality early care and education, as well as after-school care for children at times when parents are working. Also, by connecting families with critical services such as housing assistance, physical and mental health care, and help with educational expenses. It is critical that communities support schools so they are ready to meet the needs of the children. It is important for communities to support families so that children enter school with a firm foundation for learning. Whether you are a parent of a young child, a community partner, an educator, or an administrator, we hope that the information provided in this video has enhanced your knowledge about school readiness. Resources included were identified by a working group consisting of members from the 10 United States Department of Education Institute of Education Sciences Regional Educational Laboratories.